Isn't it weird how we as players and viewers of Age of Empires 2, we like to watch others struggle in certain situations. We like to watch others have their towers bashed down by Inca villagers, their houses bashed down by Inca villagers. But very rarely we actually want to play it ourselves. Isn't that funny? It's with tower rushes as well. Any strategy that makes you want to pull your hair out as a viewer, it's amazing because we're not going through it. As a player, maybe not so much. Welcome everybody to a 1v1, Incas only, between DauT and MbL, two quality players, two players who will be participating in Hidden Cup 3. I'm getting pumped for Hidden Cup, and I've been stacking up some videos, I'm sure you guys have noticed, with high-level players, and giving myself a little bit more time to talk through the strategies with you all, because with so many streams upcoming and streams that have happened, I always like to keep a mix on the YouTube channel. So this is on Alpine Lakes. I started this video and then deleted the recording and then re-recorded it because I was being overly negative about Alpine Lakes. I think it's a new map that someone thought would be a good idea to add into the ranked queue, and most people are banning it. I believe that MbL thought that whoever he was going to go up against in the ranked games would have already banned it. So he banned, I don't know, he banned other maps. But anyways, there's a lot of debate about this map because some people have better pawns than others. The villagers bug out on the fish. We're not going to talk about that too much. But the main thing you'll notice is that it's very open. It's very exposed. And you do have to take fish, whether that's with villagers or with docks and fishing ships. And the wood lines are all on the outer edge. And it's just messy. And with Inca villagers affected by blacksmith upgrades, and both being Incas, you can expect this to be double messy, I guess. Yeah, double messy. Double as messy. You know, you've got it. All right, you guys can Google the right way to say that, and I'll figure that out for the next video. So, bringing in food when there's no boars here. I feel like if there was one boar, the map would be a bit better, but it's awkward. First time I played it, I thought it would be a good idea to build a mill somewhere like here, and then villagers could range the fish. But then I realized that half of the villagers glitch out, and you have to continue to click them and retask them to take the fish. So I've only played it twice, and then I completely banned it myself. And truthfully, I won't be playing much this month because of all the Hidden Cup work. But I think the better approach is probably to dock, actually. Maybe you could go for Indians. Indians do collect fish faster with villagers. You could try that, but then I think you're rebuilding a lot of mills. So your food income is good enough with the sheep, or I guess the pigs here. Oink oink. And that'll get you to sending villagers to wood and then making fishing ships. But you can see, MbL has gone for what is probably his best dock of the closer ponds. And he has 4 fish. And DauT has 5. So this pond here is pretty huge for DauT. A lot more efficient for him, for lack of a better way of saying it. But they're scouting each other. It's not too difficult to find where your opponent is. It's actually very simple, right? You see the ponds, you have to know. Or the lakes, sorry. This definitely does not look like a lake. They should rename this to Alpine Ponds. But you should know that the town center is probably there. DauT sees that. He also sees that MbL is making a mill. So that means MbL's invested 100 wood into a mill. And now does not have the wood to make another fishing ship. Whereas DauT... Well... Oh, DauT did the exact same thing. Okay, so... Yeah, I guess you're going to need something to do with your villagers, right? So, he's getting to the point now where the turkeys and the pigs are going to be gone soon. And yet, they... Excuse me, have enough on wood. I think that makes sense. But, yeah, this game's going to be wild, guys. Expect villagers, expect towers, expect eagles. Expect all the things that Incas are good with. I really feel like in an Inca war and the Villa strategy in general, it's always about sustainable food production. Because, for example, I really love the Inca Villa Rush, and I feel like I have a good build order down on normal maps, Arabia, nothing involving water. And yes, you will lose villagers, but if you harass your opponent's economy to the point where they don't have food to create more themselves, the KD doesn't have to be special, but the Vill count will be far in favor of you. So that's the way I see it. And so when we're talking a map with ponds and fish, You could see villagers being bashed down if they're out here taking the fish. You could see so many different things. It's just such an awkward map. I mean, they don't have the resources to go feudal yet. They're getting there, though. Towers, I think. Towers could probably decide it. Inca towers being so damn cheap. Plus, you're sending villagers forward anyways, most likely. I really wonder if they're going to know to get the wheelbarrow upgrade in the Vil fights. I feel like... Who's going to get it first? Man, it's like both of these guys, I love them to death, but they're also both players that would know not to get wheelbarrow. Or, they would not know to get wheel. It actually affects villager speed. I guess it really depends if their strategy is more about tower rushing or Vil fighting. I'm going to say DauT gets it first. Okay? I'm going to say MbL doesn't get it for a while, and then maybe he gets housed. That's my prediction. He gets pop locked and can't create Vils from his TC anyway, and then gets wheelbarrow. Man, I'm so disrespectful. These guys are so good. But at the same time, as I've heard from... I don't know the original quote, but pro players sometimes, for how smart they are, can also be so stupid. So, might not make a difference here. It's just something to think about. I do love the outposts from DauT. He knows that MbL... He actually scouted MbL is running around here. So I love the fact that he's looking for that and sensing that. It might even be better to be the defender in the Inca War than the aggressor, because it makes sense to be the aggressor when your opponent can't deal with the armored Vils and the cheap towers, but if you both have it, maybe it's better to just play as DauT is doing right now. And it really suits his style against MbL too. I think they're both very defensive players. Both are on stone, and I see blacksmith for DauT. And blacksmith for MbL. Oh, I see it. Okay, so they're both going to be getting upgrades. No wheelbarrow yet. See, if you get that instantly, and ooh, okay, town watch from both is smart. Now DauT will see this tower from MbL, but it increases the Vil speed, and it really helps you in the fights. Like MbL has the food to get it right now, and then he could micro this better. Neither player has gone for wheel. That's what Noboru would do, anyways. The OG of the Inca Rush strategy. DauT didn't get attack on his Vils yet. Wait a second. No, he has attack on his Vils now, so full attack, full armor. And MbL is getting his attack now. Wait, why does it say DauT doesn't have... Oh, that's the loom. I'm such an idiot. Okay, so he didn't have armor. Okay, one had attack and one had armor, and now they're both getting the upgrade they were missing. So I guess the attack really helped out there. And now he's going to get armor, and I feel like MbL's villagers just took so many hits here. But this is an Inca War. This is exactly what you expect. Repairs, Vil attacking. It's so messy. I really enjoy it. I think it's hilarious. It's almost like how Huang makes a ton of militia in Dark Age and makes it messy, except you go to Feudal Age. Huang vs. Noboru. Look it up on YouTube. What an incredible game. It was just so worthy of all the memes. But, anyways, I feel like MbL just... He needed wheelbarrow so he could run. He took too much damage. He might kill a villager here, actually. MbL, I would say, has the better micro. And so far, we're looking at 4 kills for DauT. That villager took... Look at this guy. He's a tank. They're all tanks. He took big hits from the town center and it didn't matter. Look! Look! Oh! Okay, that guy's gotta die. There he goes. He's not so much of a tank. Tower from MbL has not taken DauT off of this pond. I think that's going to be the decider. If you can get to the pond with the fishing ships, it can be huge. It is good, though, because it's temporarily denying that food. MbL will send more villagers forward. He built another dock here. And fishing ships, and I guess we'll have to go for fish traps, which are really expensive. And also, he's sending villagers out here to mill. So yeah, denying the food is important. DauT has 6 on food right now. He's actually... At the moment, DauT barely has enough food to sustain Vil production. It's that fish right there. It's the extra fish! Oh, MbL would be so tilted if he knew. It's the extra fish that DauT got. Alright, tower defense and more attacking. We have towers everywhere, villagers everywhere. MbL is charging in. Does DauT, I mean, what does DauT do here? I feel like DauT just does the same, right? He builds his tower, has more vills at home. Again, defender's advantage. And we'll just rush this down. Okay, MbL says, whatever. Oh, you're making eagles. That's cute. I have villagers. You see like how the villager doesn't automatically go? I accidentally went to the idle. And as a player, you have to deal with that. So MbL has an idle and no food income because of that weird bug. It's just like... Yeah, I'm not going to rant about it. It's just weird to add the map when a bug like that exists in the game, is all I'm saying. Can DauT take that tower out before it's fully built? Is that stone going to go down the drain for MbL? This is so awkward! This is so awkward! Look how close it is! It's gonna be... Yeah, it'll get battered down instantly when it's up. Check the HP on the vills. MbL's HP is looking good. DauT's HP... Okay, the tower goes down. His HP is looking good too. He loses an eagle. I get at least the eagle auto attacks though. And it's 41 vills for MbL and it's 37 for DauT, and this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. How have there only been, what is it, 11 kills now in this game? DauT's been on the receiving end of quite a few big attacks, and he's lost another villager, so he's lost more villagers. But then again, MbL doesn't have the potential to send healthy reinforcements in as easily as DauT. This is so dumb, man. The tower repairs. DauT will try and save him. This villager here also dies for MbL. Okay, it's getting a lot closer. And how much stone did he put into repairing that tower? What did the tower even do for you, MbL? Idle's over here. You can tell he's microing on the villager fights because he has villagers everywhere. All over the place, Idle. Added some fish traps. It's a good move. And DauT has fish traps as well. It could just come down to fish. Inca villagers, or Inca farms, sorry, do build faster, so that's quite nice. But maybe it comes down to fish. If they can get towers up there, maybe. Or just a ton of farms. MbL has 1. So, 41 vills for him. Keep in mind the villager count here on my overlay. That also includes fishing ships. I'm sure most of you know that by now, but just in case you didn't. Yeah, I didn't like the eagle play at first, but it's working because they auto-attack. It's so much easier to micro with them, or not micro, and that's DauT's specialty, not microing. 2 villagers down for MbL, and now this is the pond with the fish! Oh, there's some snappers there. And there's now 3 fishing ships, so there's only 100 food, but the potential to make fish traps there will be gone, and fishing ships will go down. That could be a really expensive loss, and there's also gold there for MbL. DauT... He just defended better earlier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Will MbL get the tower here? Oh, I didn't realize DauT could cross over. Can he cross over? What? Man, this is so rigged against MbL. This is Alpine Lakes to a T. I said I wasn't going to rant about it, but DauT's pods are way better. But if he loses this one, well then who knows, right? There's his tower. DauT immediately reacts. Over here, MbL's getting attacked, though. MbL will definitely lose this pond. And this one, I feel like, will be secured for him for a while if he fights with villagers, which he's doing. But, you know, there's a lot to pay attention to. And now things are evening out. In fact, DauT is slightly ahead with villagers. And over here... I mean, just the fact that DauT has the luxury to sail away with these fishing ships. Because MbL does not on this side, right? Just the luxury to keep those alive. And then batter this down. It's huge in the demo! Boom! And then on this side... nothing crazy. Oh, MbL has his own demo. Boom! Oh my god. That was great. That was great. It's like neither of them... There's so much going on. MbL might look to see these vills and they won't be there. And then DauT might look to see his vills and they won't be there. Because it really depends where they were looking at the time. But DauT is better off after that. Because he still has all these fish. And he still was able to keep his fishing ships alive. That really helps. Also, he's making eagles too, which I am convinced that mixing in some eagles is not a bad idea in this situation. Guess it depends, but still. So MbL, Yeah, just the lack of food for him now is what seems to be the current difference. Though he is adding some farms. He has 8 on food. Or sorry, DauT has 8 on food. MbL has 13. 13. Okay, well, he has the villas here. Yeah, he has the villas here. Lost the villa in the wood line. Had to wall in his villagers building the market and loses another villager. DauT, micro away! Micro away! Okay, there's too many things to focus on. Yeah, it's definitely obvious to me now that MbL's starting to lose some control. So maybe the meta is defend, then counter. Oh, but MbL's on the way to Castle Age. What will he do, though? Upgrade his vills? Make eagles, I guess. So, going Castle Age with less military. So he has to catch up there. Whereas DauT, he already has 2 barracks producing eagles. He just needs to click up. Has more fish available. Way more fish. Hundreds of food more. And he has it protected. So he's on his way. And this... the lack of food for MbL is really going to hurt him long term. Imagine if MbL would have defended this area. I know he was unfortunate with his pawns. But if you defend this area, then you have your golds accessible. DauT's not going to take some of it. And you also could have had a dock here. So you could have argued that, yes, DauT was better off, but it was also because he protected himself and protected the crucial areas. His response here might end up winning him the game. Earlier, that reaction. Whereas MbL here, instead of addressing this, he just kind of let it happen or just didn't have the tools to deny it at that point. Now, in an Inca war, we saw the villagers and we saw the towers. If you're behind in the eagle numbers, you can make slingers, which is the forgotten unit nowadays. I feel like you so rarely see slingers. Slingers are like hand cannons, but you can make them in Castle Age, and they sling these rocks, and they're especially good against infantry units. So, I like the logic of making slingers. The downside always is when you're making any slow unit, and you could use this for... You could also use this for hand cannons, as an example. If you're going hand cannons against eagles or slingers against eagles, eagles are faster. So what you would need is to have enough of them to force the fight where you don't need any defense at home, where you don't need to worry about anything at home. But DauT has mobility. And while he's not the most mobile player, we'll see if he knows how to use it. Normally it's hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. But the eagles go down so quickly to slingers, it's incredible. Look at this. I mean, they don't have any Castle Age upgrades yet. But the slingers do very well. They're just slow. Okay, DauT has more sustainable food economy. Now he's getting wheel. In hindsight, with how the game played out, I feel like the early wheelbarrow might not have been the play, after all. But certainly you want it for your economy. It's just weird how getting an economy upgrade like wheelbarrow can actually help your military, if your military is villagers. Thanks, Noboru. DauT's just producing more. MbL, I think he probably realizes he's behind in economy due to the score. And maybe his scouting too, right? He should know that DauT has all of those fish. Man, that would make me so upset. So unfortunate, but... so now he's actually investing into vills and farms and economy. And I guess since he has the slow options, he has to defend. I think pushing forward would almost be suicide because you'd be exposed on the raids. DauT has a few eagles on the way to the right. He has a few eagles coming this way as well. He's even getting gill nets now. Yeah, economy is going to be so much better for DauT. And I like this fight. He's able to fight underneath the tower, no problem with eagles. And now he just backs away when he sees the slinger. And now he runs it on this side. Again, not the most mobile player ever. DauT's more of a boomer. But he knows how to use mobility, that's for sure. And having the outpost there helps a lot too. The units are attacking it as well. Is he waiting here? What's he waiting for? Is he waiting for more units before he runs in? Sends these units back. MbL can only see that because of the market, but temporarily. MbL's getting gill nets now himself, and he's docking this. I think he should have done this a while ago. Who would have thought that fish would be so important on this map? But yeah, I think that's the big difference now with DauT. Okay, all the natural fish that he collected, and then the fish traps. Now, don't ask me how there's still food. When you outfish a pond, I don't know how there's still fish there to trap, but just Age of Empires things. Alright, and MbL is not. And he lost one vill. He lost the... Oh, nope. Okay. Just lost one villager. MbL is the cockroach. He's able to stay alive in these situations, and he actually has more villagers. So that's because he has 3 town centers producing vills. I think DauT's approach... Oh, this is actually really good. Check it out. 2 town centers only. And when you are only investing 100 food into vill creation instead of 150 food at all times, that means... Oh, nice quick walls, MbL. You might even take care of these eagles now. But that means you're saving more food to go to the Imperial Age. So 2 TC plays are really good for aggressive maps. So it's not something you'd want to do on a map where it's very closed, because then the lack of economy will become very obvious when you're in the Imperial Age and can't break through walls. But on an open map like this, when you feel like getting Elite Eagle might be enough to deal with the slingers, or just having more of them, I think it's a good play. It's so hard to raid Incas, it's ridiculous. My caster's instinct is to say, okay, that villager will die. That's not really the case. DauT's 10 vills behind. He has 24 on food and MbL has 22. Yeah, you see the difference? I feel like DauT's... Not only is the number higher for him on food, but I feel like it's way more effective, way more efficient with more fish traps. Whereas MbL's gone for farms. Just kind of all over the place for MbL. There's no real structure to anything in his base right now. DauT's not too concerned with taking fights at the moment. He knows he's not receiving any damage. Also, players will look at the score at this stage, and that will tell them... If you click up to the Imperial Age, your score dips down because of the resources invested into that. So if you have that score dip, and you still have a significant score lead, that tells you you're either ahead way in military, which he kind of is, or with the economy. And, oh no, MbL, you have 5 slingers! Will he be able to micro here? Slingers are really bad against Mangonels. He might not even be looking, and he loses everything. And DauT's been taking this gold. He's been denying 2 golds. He'll build the castle there to secure that. Over here, it seems to also notice that the slingers and villagers are there. This MbL wants to expand, right? He's thinking, I'm on my way to Imp. Let's build a castle, and let's make trebs. But now MbL sees that MbL doesn't see that MbL's in the Imperial Age. MbL wishes he was in the Imperial Age. Instead, he sees that DauT's an Imp, and he realizes, yeah, this is over. I mean, what would happen there if MbL plays it out is these would be upgraded to Elite Eagles. They'd have more armor. Trebs would come out of this castle and treb down MbL's castle. And MbL is having some real gold problems. Slingers are super slow. Maybe DauT would get to the point where he could tech switch into a direct counter to them if he needed it. But I think with the mobility, DauT would have pulled it off. So, YouTube, I gave some of my thoughts on Alpine Lakes, okay? I think if the villagers didn't bug, and the fish generations were even, I would like it a little bit more. But please tell me your thoughts, because I'm never opposed to change, but it is in the ranked ladder. So there's that. And also... Tell me what you think of Incas. I've had one too many people tell me that ever since watching the Noboru videos that they have been doing this themselves and it's their guilty pleasure. I totally understand that. I feel bad when I'm successful with it because I know how tough it is to face. But then also I feel good at the same time. I feel bad because someone else had to endure that, but it's so damn good. Maybe I just encouraged more people to try it. I'm not too sure. Honestly, not enough people are picking Incas right now, so switch it up. Go for it. More food collected for DauT, more wood collected. I think this stat right here, remember MbL was on 3 town centers, so I think we were just getting to the point where maybe his fish and farm eco was starting to catch up. But DauT had the food when it mattered to go to the Imperial Age. Also had way more gold, my goodness. Maybe even bought some food there. But that was a fun little game. I like to switch it up. We've had some YouTube-only casts with high aggression. We've had YouTube-only casts with low aggression and more strategy discussion. So Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more Inca Vil rushes, I'm going to present you the Legend of Noboru video. I'm not sure which one exactly. It will be a Noboru Vil rush, and that will be recommended on your screens here in just a moment. See you next time, YouTube, and have a good one.